At 10, I'm John Jacklin. Botno football is once again in the Class A playoffs and is having one of its best seasons in program history. The Braves have won 8 games for only the 4th time in this century. And for this Botno senior, the 8-1 record isn't the only thing making this a fall to remember. It's also about being 100% healthy and having a piece of some of his biggest fans on the field with him. Carson Coleman is your Serve Pro Athlete of the Week. You can find Carson Coleman protecting his quarterback on offense.
He's fun to have on the field.
And chasing down the opponent's QB on defense.
Always full of energy.
Carson is not hard to find on the field.
I feel like I'm playing for my community in that sort. With the jersey, it says Braves on it, but I just think like the kids behind me, having this piece of equipment on really says these guys are with me along the way.
His cleats are one of one, both because of the design and who designed them.
I met the Muskoffs, and they're like, oh, you play football? We like to watch football. I said, well, come to my game on Friday.
Carson's connection that he built last fall with family friends Murray, George, and Marta Muskoff turned them into super fans.
Last year, I wore these bright green neon cleats all the time, every game, and that's how they knew what kid I was in the field.
This gave Carson a really cool idea for his senior season.
I came up to George before one of his flag football practices. I said, you guys mean a lot to me, and I was wondering if you want to custom make my cleats for me and I'll wear them on homecoming night. It was in a cardboard box and I got to open it in front of them. I just thought it was the greatest thing in the world.
The support is something Carson continues to draw inspiration from now that he's back to full strength from the biggest injury of his life, a torn ACL and meniscus in the spring of freshman year.
The really tough part is the mental part of coming back. Once they take those crutches away, it takes a lot of mental just to be like, okay, I got to relearn how to walk.
I remember the day of baseball practice when it happened. You hurt for the kid because you know he's going to miss probably a year of sports, and that you don't get those years back in high school.
Now, Carson gets to lace up the cleats for the first ever playoff game at the recently built Les Christian Field.
I'm just ecstatic. I'm ready to go as far as we're willing to go.
Now there's inspiration for each of the 3 colors on the cleats. Purple for Botno's primary color, green for Carson's junior year cleats that the siblings used to recognize him, and pink for the youngest Marta's favorite color. Now the Braves will host Central McLean Saturday at 2 p.m. in the first round of the Class A playoffs. I'll have more on that game later this week. And we're in the home stretch of the high school volleyball regular season. South Prairie Max moves into the #1 spot in the Class A media poll. Royals are winners of 11 straight. The region tournaments get underway November 10th. In Class B, the Surrey Mustangs crack the top 5 for the first time. Kenmore Bowbells one of 6 teams receiving votes. And we have district tournaments in Class B, unlike in A. Those begin next week. Here's how things look in WDA, with most teams having 4 games remaining. Minot High in sole possession of second place. Majets host St. Mary's tomorrow. Meanwhile, the Sentinels sit in 8th and welcome first place Century